That should have been 8/8. Why didn't you catch up, Mrs. Nutter?
I accidentally pressed stop again, so this is gonna be the 4th video.
This is the 4th video.
I don't know why I keep pressing that.
Mrs. Nutter is struggling today. It's all right. It's about 9/8. I am a little bit too. 10/8. We're looking for 11/8. There we go. Closest to 0, even though this is 1. Of course, 0 will be over here. So you should have circled 11/8. Let's just keep on going. 12, 13, 14, 15. All 8s. And 16/8. There's my 7/4. It's farther away. So 7/4 is the larger fraction. Next page. Should be number 6, where Joanne and Lupe live straight down the street from their school. Joanne walks 5-6 miles. So it looks like we're going to be breaking our number line into 6. So Joanne, 5-6.
And Lupe walks 7/8.
Lupe, 7 what?
7/8.
Oh man, we're going to have to break it into 6 and 8s. That's going to be a little tricky. So you
Draw.
draw a number line to model how far each girl walks. And then they want to know who walks the least. Explain how you know. So go ahead and fill out the number line with 5-6 and 7/8. And just a hint, it's between 0 and 1. So that's all your number line needs to be. We're going to break it into 6s and 8s. And then it'd be awesome if you did a greater than, less than for your answer. All right, go ahead and get started. All right, let's break it into 6 first. So here would be 0/6. Okay, I need to break this into 6 to the best of my ability.
Perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make the 1 a little closer. All right, 1/6, 2/6, half for 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6. So we broke it down into 6. We're looking at 5/6. So that is where Joanne's at. Now let's break it into 8s. This one might be a little trickier. So if I need to break it into 8s, so if that's half, that's gonna be tough. You know what, on this one's kind of tough. I'm gonna draw a whole new number line. The same length, and I'm going to break it into 8s because that's way too many numbers in there. It's going to be super confusing. So I know halfway is going to be right there, and I need to break it into 8s. 1, 2, nope, that would be 6. That's why I love when we have our whiteboards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that would have been a lot of lines if we would have doubled it up. And now we're going to break it into 8s. 1/8, 0/8. 1. Okay, 4/8, also a half, same as 3/6. 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8. Oh man, it's close. And I think I drew it accurately, where 7/8 is a little farther, so 7/8 would have been right there. So who walked farther? Lupe. Who walked the least? Joanne. All right, ready for the next one, Mr. Nutter?
Ready.
What?
Oh!
What? Go ahead and read it.
Cheryl
What?
cuts 2 pieces of thread. The blue thread is 5/4 meters long. That's blue. And the red thread is 4/5 meter long. So 5/4 and 4/5. Draw a number line to model the length of each piece of thread. Which piece of thread is shorter? Explain how you know.
All right. So it's 2 inches long. So we know we're at least going to 2. And up here, you're going to do your 4ths. If you want to draw a whole another number line, your fifths, go for it. Otherwise, double up on your single line. So go ahead and get started on that, comparing 5/4 to 4/5. All right, so we're going to break this into fourths. 0/4, 1/4, 2/4, or a half, 3/4. What was I looking for? Oh, 5/4. 4/4, 5/4. I don't need to go any farther. I found 5/4. Now I need to break it into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully we don't have to worry about that. So we're looking for 4/5. We have 0/5, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5. Whoa, found it, 4/5. Do I need to go any farther?
Nope.
Nope, don't have to. So I'm comparing my 5/4 to 4/5, and 5/4 is larger. It's farther from 0 on the number line.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, Mrs. Nutter says. Beautiful. All right, got one more problem, and then you will do your exit ticket. Read
Here
it,
we
Mrs.
go.
Nutter.
Brandon makes homemade spaghetti.
You made spaghetti last night.
I did. He measures 3 noodles. One measures 7/8 feet. The second is 7/4 feet. And the third is 4 halves feet. Halves feet? 4 halves.
4 halves.
Draw a number line to model the length of each piece of spaghetti. Write a number sentence using less than, equal to, less than, greater than, or equal to.
All right. So we're going to compare these 3. I would do a number line for each of them. And just a little hint, it's between 1 and 2, all of them. 1 and 2. All right. So on your number line, break it into 8ths, break it into 4ths, break it into halves, locate those fractions, and then find out which one is the greatest, the next, and then the smallest. All right, let's break this into 8ths. Okay, so we've got, starting at 1, hopefully you remembered that, would be 8/8.
8/8.
Ooh, shnikes, I was wrong. That's going to be less than 1. So guess what comes right before 8/8? Hopefully you caught that on your work. So I've got 1, and then I'm going to have a mark here, and that's going to be my 7/8. So it's not quite 1. So let's see if I messed up on the next one. This one we're going to break into 4ths. So 1 would be 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4. Found it. Okay, we got 7/8. We got 7/4. Now we're dealing with halves. Pretty simple. 2 halves, which is 1. 3 halves, and then we're to 2 4 halves. So you can clearly see which one is the smallest. Next, and next.
So could you write the sentence?
A sentence like what? I'm gonna do this.
7/8 is less than. 7/4 is less than. There you
I
go.
like to write that.
That's what I mean. That's
Oh,
what they
that's what
wanted
you
you to do. They
Okay.
want you to
I
do
didn't
a
know if they wanted a sentence or what.
multiplication sentence.
Yep. So this means these 2 numbers are bigger than 7/8. That means 7/4 is bigger than 7/8, but less than 4 halves. All
Awesome.
right. That's it for lesson 18. Looking at your next page, which is your exit ticket. Of course, go ahead and do that, and then rip it out and send it to school when you're done. Number 1 and 2, they are problems like we did to start with. Number 1 looks like we're going to break them into fifths and compare them. Number 2, it looks like you're going to break them into halves and fourths. I think you can do that on one number line. You don't have to draw 2 or 3 on that one. Okay, and compare them. And then number 3 says, Mr. Brady, wonder if it's Tom Brady. I don't know, draws a fraction on the board. Ken says it's 2/3, and Dan says it's 3 halves. Do both these fractions mean the same thing? So basically it says it's 2/3 equal to 3 halves. So that's what they're saying, they're equal. Okay? If not, which fraction is larger? Draw a number line to model 2/3 and 3/2 using words and pictures and numbers to explain your answer. So on that one, you're going to draw a number line. You're going to break it into halves and find 3/2. You're going to break it into thirds and find 2/3. And then after you do that on your number line, you should be able to see which one is greater. So hopefully you're doing well. Hope to see you soon. Get this done.
Peace.